Hello guys, with chill with another video. In this video I want to talk about my OTS decklist, what I used for the past week, what I would change after I saw the developments of the meta, and why is Elfnote topping but Elfnote-synchron not? Let's go first with my decklist. So, without further ado, let's hop right into it. First, we got the synchrons. We got two junk synchron, basically engine requirement for fellowship. I am on 2 Stardust, bumped it down from 3 to 2, 1 Revolution, 1 Jet, 1 Scrap, 1 Assault. Basically, these are all the tuners. Then we got the best card in the deck, Junkmeister with Junk Armor to go with it. Then we got Trail and Chick, Salt Warrior, Full Speed Warrior, and the Side Reflector because I'm on E-Tele. Then the other monsters are Hand Traps, 3 Harmonia, 3 Ash, 1 Bell, 1 Ogre, 3 Fua, 2 Droll. Then for the spells, Illumination, Fellowship, and 2 Signal. And then got 1 for 1 is a 1 card combo with Side Reflector. Got the Field spell, got Rhoda, Rumble, 3 Telly, and then we got 1 Droplet, 1 Crown, 1 Cold Buy. Droplet kinda dropped in quality against the rollout decks, and I just wanna see one of these. I don't wanna see 3 crowns or 3 droplets. And Cold Buy saves us going first and is really good going second against some decks. The next deck, we got Scrap, Speeder, Axel, Charge. Winged Pegasus is my only real target for Harmonium because I don't have space. The other target is Omega, which comes up because we can shuffle our opponent's stuff from their grave. We got Stardust, Axel Synchro Stardust, Crystal Wing, Croc, Trish, Despater, Shooting Majestic, Psychic and Punisher. This card is really amazing in today's format. And then Crimson Dragon. For the side deck, a card that I really think is really good. Every time I've drawn it against the decks that I sided, it was really good. Strap Eater. I'm playing 2 instead of 3, but yeah, this against Rollout, this against the Blitzkrieg. If you know that your opponent can side like something like Anti-Spell, this is really clutch. Then 2 Perulias for the decks that summon from hand. Bestial Magnemite, honestly, this card overperformed, so I'm thinking of putting this in the main. Then I have power spells, Heart Piece, Illusion Gate, 3 Pot of Slot, Tactics, Trust, Lightning Storm, Gravity Collapse, and Anti-Spell for my going first cards. And that's it. And TCG in YCS Montreal 755 duelist, we see 7 top 32 Elfnote decks. That's the third most popular deck in the top cut after Cool Tune and Light and Darkness Ritual. And Light and Darkness Ritual has a lot of variants. There's like a 40 card deck, there's a Zamina, there's Mitsurugi, there's Adventure, there's everything but the kitchen sink. And yeah, why is Elfnote topping, but Elfnote-synchron is nowhere to be seen? Like, none of these 7 deck profiles is synchron on Elfnote. There's one branded Elfnote. All of the other ones are pure Elfnotes. Well, pure Elfnote is a little bit of a stretch because, look, the first place winner, congratulations to Francisco Andres Osorio Bobadilla from Chile. He's playing like a mid-range deck with Following the Virtuous as a MST kind of card. He has Magnamut of Harmonia. He has Dogmatic Ecclesia to search Following the Virtuous. He has the Synchro, the 3 Sword Souls. Let's open it up so you can see clearly. So look, he has the 3 Brave Sword Souls to search Dogmatic Ecclesia and just grind games, pop monsters, just outvalue the opponent. As you can see Arcanite Magician. This is double purpose because it's a spellcaster. You can make June Pride with it, but it pops 2 cards. It can it gains 2 counters, and you can attack with it, and then main phase 2 pop 2 cards, and then you can make June Pride, or you can make Crystal Wing with it because it's a 7/7 and 1. But yeah, basically this deck and most of the other decks have something in common. You're gonna see like Colton, they're citing it. Elfnote, yep, 6 more Charmies in the main deck. 6 more Charmies in the main deck. No, 5 more Charmies in the main deck. 6 more Charmies in the main deck. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Everybody's playing 5 to 6 more Charmies in their main deck, which means the Synchrons are screwed because Mocharmies are the worst cards for us. Mocharmy Fuolos was the bane of our existence. Mocharmy Purulia used to be nothing, but now that we have Meister summons from hand, Armor summons from hand, Sonic Warrior summons from hand, Junk Synchron summons from hand, you get a double second normal summon. There are lines where you can give them less draws for Purulia, and usually if they Purulia you, you can just handle the cards that they got, so they're playing against your board with 5 cards or something. But against Fuwalos, you just give them too many draws, so you have to react to that. On one of my OTS tournaments, every single round I got Fuwat or Puruliat, and it was really, really tough to win with Synchron because this deck over here doesn't see the best representation on this big tournament, but on my locals I have 3 or 4 invoked players, so I got matched against a lot of invoked players, and invoked is really, really tough against Synchron because they just banish your extra deck, as you saw in my previous video explaining how to counter it or how to play against it. So, what improvements can we make to the Synchron deck knowing that everybody right now and their mother is playing 5 to 6 Mocharmy main deck? Well, basically, we're kinda copying them. We need to play more Mocharmies so they end on a half board. I'm playing Bell, Ogre, Ash. I'm playing Magnamot, and I'm playing Gamma. Now, I dropped Harmonia. I have 3 Harmonias. I dropped them because honestly, when I was playing on my OTS tournament, Harmonia resolved to once. It was against a branded player that I was already winning the game. I just used the Harmonia as a Ghost Ogre. It was like the same thing. If I had a Ghost Ogre instead of Harmonia, it was the same thing. I don't really like Harmonia against the Light and Darkness. I don't think it does enough against the Invoked deck. And yeah, I think Gamma is the edge that we need because it can stop Molcharmies, it can stop Ash, it can stop Droll. Magnamot overperformed on my plays. It's good against the Mitsurugi, it's good against Light and Darkness, it's good against Invoked. And since these are my toughest matchups, I decided to main it. You can main a 3rd Ghost Bell and put this in the side. As you can see, I don't have another dragon in my main deck, so maybe we can put another Bestial. But yeah, the big thing is I want to play through Mocharmies so I can self-draw myself. I'm not playing this to stop my opponents. I'm playing this to draw myself and not give my opponent draws and end on a good board. Then card destruction is I've been Charmed so many times that the only play that is actually viable for you to win is put TG on the field and start synchro climbing. Give them 20 draws, card destruction, deck them out. It's really one of the only ways I found to play, and I think Art Destruction is better than Slump because you can go first and you can have like a hand of 3 Mocharmies, Card Destruction, and like a spell, and then yeah, just the chances of you drawing into better cards. Also, maybe you discard the hand traps of your opponent. You never know. It's a funny card, but I think it's necessary evil. 3 Field Spell is the other change. Field Spell plays better into Fua, worse into Perulia, but you need more starters. There were 2 games where game 2 I'm going first and I draw Ash, Bell, Junk Synchron, draw, and just lose. So I need just more. I mean, it's possible to draw these hands again, but I bumped up the deck count just because of that. You're gonna think, oh, bigger deck count, worse consistency. Well, I bumped up the starters, and that way I can get a mix of cards. The worst thing to happen with the Synchron deck is to draw like multiples of the same card. Emergency Teleport is probably the only card that is not once per turn. Everything else is like once per turn. You don't want 2 Meisters, 2 Stardusts. You don't want 2 of anything. You want different cards. Then the change in the extra deck, we're still keeping Psychic and Punisher instead of Duration. This card won me too many games. Going second to replace it. Satellite Warrior is what I decided to put in. Or also the play with Gamma. I negate something with Gamma going second. Summon Driver. Make Axel. Axel summon Gamma. then you can go Satellite Warrior at any time. And it's good to remember that if you pop cards on the field with Satellite, you can bring Great Rose Witch from the graveyard and Synchro Climb and so on and so forth. The other inclusion, Jet Warrior with Synchro Overtake. The Angelici Elfnote deck is gaining popularity. Therefore, this is out to it, and this is another like emergency teleport for the deck. And summoning Jet is super good because Jet and a level 4 can just make Jet Warrior. You bounce something, Jet Synchron searches Meister, and Meister's full combo. Yeah, and then in the side deck, I decided to put Lancias for Invoked. I also have Ghost Bell for Invoked. I have Trap Eater for the Light and Darkness deck. And then you can try whatever you like here. I have Rumble, Crossout, Bell as my 3 cards that I replace 2 Fuwas and 1 Perulia, because if I have Crossout, I need again at least 1 Perulia, 1 Fuwa in my deck to counter them. So yeah, this is basically the improved version. We'll see if this is better or not. We're waiting for Synchro Emergency and other overframes, then we're gonna have a different build. But I'm gonna show you that a little bit later. You have reached the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me, so I can make more content like this. You can also check all these videos over here. Thanks for watching. This was Winter Chill. I'll see you in the next one.